Oh, hi everyone, and welcome to this short tutorial about DMing games in Roll20. If you've seen our previous tutorial, we've already created our game. Now I'm going to show you how the tools you have accessible to DM it. So first of all, we're going to go and open our game. You might remember the example D&D game we made from before. We're going to go in and we're going to launch game to get in so that we can see our game and all the wonderful things that we have done. This is going to be the second of 3 tutorials. If you've purchased a subscription, you won't see any adverts or anything. You'll just go straight in here. So first things first, we're going to pop out 2 things. If you go to the chat window, we're going to pop out the chat window so you can move it around. Okay. We're also going to pop out the jukebox. Now, you might notice, though, whenever I click on Roll20, it gets rid of everything. So I'm going to show you another neat little trick. It's called Always On Top. What we're going to do is we're going to go to this website here, which is called Download Always On Top by labnoll.org. I'll put a link in the description. Essentially, you're going to scroll down past these pie charts and click on that link there, which will download you Always On Top.zip down there. All you're going to do is open it up. You're going to put that somewhere on your PC, and that is how you get Always On Top on your PC. Then every time you start up, all you need to do is go and type in Always On Top. Double click alwaysontop.exe. We can close those windows. And now when we go to the jukebox, we just simply press Control Space. We go to Roll20 chat, we press Control Space, and now I didn't do it on the second one, but now they will stay on top at all times. So if you are running these and you want them over OBS or something like that, you can do that. You can just pin them on top of OBS and they'll stay there forever. We turned the music right down at the end of last session, so let's bring it back up. Why not? We already had some music for this game, so we may as well use it. Right. Music and monsters. First of all, when you're prepping, you're going to want music which matches your theme. So if you're in a forest, go and get a forest theme. If you're in a goblin cave, get a goblin cave. You can find all of that using the royalty-free things in their new style thing here. You can also upload your own audio. So here are some tracks that I downloaded from archive.org for some Stradi type stuff. Tabletop Audio and in Computech, both very good resources. BattleBards also for more ambience style sounds. Fanburst will be closing soon, so let's not bother about that. Right, we've got everything. Now we want to start building our encounter. We're going into a goblin cave, so we want to put a goblin in our game. How do we put a goblin in our game? You could go and create a new character like we did with the blank ones in the previous tutorial and write out goblin and do all of that, but that is very long-winded, and honestly, you don't really want to do that. So what we're going to do instead is go and click on the compendium button, and we're just going to type in goblin. I seem to have a slight delay on my mic. Oh well. With the goblin, we're going to take the monster, we're going to drag it onto the screen, and then, quite simply, you have the character sheet. It's as easy as that. Straight away, we can start rolling, and you can see the goblin starts rolling. He rolls a 21, it's probably going to hit. There's some damage. So you've seen exactly how the goblin works. In literally 2 seconds, we've got a goblin in our campaign, and we've got them attacking our group. If you want to customize your goblin, then you will need to start doing things in the action. Maybe you don't want people to know it's a goblin. Maybe they can't see the creature, so you might just change its name for question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. And then when it starts attacking from a distance, a short bow arrow hits you from a distance. It's a critical hit because you can't see it, but who fired the crossbow? No one knows. And it will roll crit damage for you as well. Perhaps this is a goblin shaman, which is why you were editing things. So we just go to spellcasting. It has spellcasting NPC. We're going to say it's a little shaman, so it casts with wisdom, and its spellcasting modifier is a 2. Now we can start adding spells to our goblin. So we go back to the compendium. It doesn't just do monsters, it does spells as well. Maybe it knows Hexbolt. Or Hex even. We pop Hex in there, and now our little shaman understands Hex, and we can start rolling Hex damage. If you want to see what the spell does, click the little cog, and you can get the description there. Really simple. I use this in published campaigns all the time, because it's simply that easy. That was an abrupt music stop, wasn't it? It's because I haven't looped it, I guess. Let's turn it down a little bit and put it on loop and start playing again. Oh, that's a good point about music. If you want music to loop, you have to click the double arrows there. Otherwise, it will do exactly what it just did to me, which is stop. Anyway, that is us creating a... we've created an unknown goblin warlock. If we want to remember that this one is a warlock, we can simply go in and we can put down Warlock there. Save changes, done. Well, if you want to make several different ones with slightly different stats, go back into the edit and just press duplicate. When you press duplicate, if you go back to the character journal, which is here, you'll see there's a Goblin Warlock and there's a copy of Goblin Warlock, and you can edit them separately. So that's very useful stuff, and you can literally do this on the fly. So your players are determined to encounter an ogre, or maybe you're reading the Curse of Strahd book and it says, oh, there's this NPC. The NPC uses a noble's character sheet. All you have to do is type in noble, and sure enough, monsters noble, you now have a noble character sheet. Simple as that. Usually in like one of these books, they would say they have the noble character sheet, but with something else. So maybe this is, I don't know, I can't remember off the top of my head, but maybe it's Isaac, and instead of a rapier, they actually have a greatsword. So you'd pull the the greatsword on as well, and the greatsword will appear as well. It should work everything out for you. All you have to do sometimes is just click on it, and then that should be a +3, 2d6 +0, that's fine, and then you can start attacking as well. Attacks and damage. Easies. What if you can't find your monster in the compendium? It's not over there. Well, then you're going to have to go and find it somewhere else. There's all sorts of things out there. Maybe you've got a D&D Beyond account and you've got all the monsters over there. Do you want to import it all in? You can if you want to. When you go to creating a new character, add character, let's call it whatever they've decided to call it. All you do is you go create an NPC, and you fill in all the information from the character sheet. What if you're doing that on the fly? Well, then I guess then you want to go to dice rolls. If you can do a lot of maths in your head, you can just highlight over this dice here and you can roll dice. If you'd rather not do that, you can indeed type out your dice rolls, so you know it's a +6 every time. So you want to roll 1d20 +6. And then you want to roll damage, which is 2d6, let's say. You can roll both of those, but then you want to do another attack. Do you write out 1d20 +6 again? No, you simply press the up key. Up and down scrolls through your previous rolls. So you can go back to 1d20 +6, and you can roll it again. Simple as that. That's everything for this short tutorial. I hope you've enjoyed it. That's DMing on the fly in just under 10 minutes. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it taught you something. We'll be back shortly with another video about creating a character using the character Mancer, which has been recently updated and is incredibly useful. So I look forward to seeing you then. Until then, keep on evoking emotions, and we'll catch you later on. Bye!